Welcome once more to a wonder workshop more powerful than a succubus's seduction, more fanciful than a Parisian street party, and more awe-inspiring than Jemima when she jiggles gently in the afternoon sun in that bikini that I loved so. However, I've been accused of stringing jokes more rapidly than a porn star strokes privates and not providing the required level of learning, so I shall recant my exceptional wit, but just a tad, to bring you some exciting news straight from the brass about some sensual specializations that will undoubtedly change the theatre of war we have become so accustomed to. I'm DRBC007, and I'm bringing you a special battlefield bootcamp. Power perks. No, I didn't say Turks, mother. No, perks. Power perks, not Tower Turks. No, you don't need... No, to put the gun down, we're not being invaded by the Tsar! I'm DRBC007, and I'm bringing you a special battlefield bootcamp. The panty-praising pert and perk Pamela of persuasive predication, the power perks. By Jove Johnsons, that's a lot of P's. Casting off the tired and tested formula of 1 to 5, I wanted to briefly touch on what these perks are, how we will get them, and briefly blaze through them to wet your whiskers and bring you a tantalizing taste of what's to come. Are you ready? For I am about to begin! If you're familiar with the Battlefield series, you may already know about the squad upgrades that could be built up to help your team, but in BF1 these are more like powerful perks that once chosen will be implemented to your character from the get-go. Now, these specializations are broken down into two different variants, generic and kit-specific. Generic, as it may already imply, are perks that can be applied to any Tom, Dick or Harry, and kit-specific are for the individual classes. You, at the back! If you're bored, then get the hell out of my lecture hall! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out of here! Come on! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out of here!
Yeah, you can get him out. Yeah, get him out. Get him the hell out of here. Get him out of here! Get out! Get him out of here.
This is where things get interesting. There are 7 general perks, 3 of which will be available as default and the rest to be unlocked from what we believe to be service assignments, which will come with the In the Name of the Tsar DLC. For those of you that don't know, DLC does not stand for Deep Love Coitus, as I found out the hard way in a dank tavern somewhere north of Munich in the Black Forest of Bavaria with a mule, 2 bottles of pink pear schnapps, and a randy pair of twins named Stephanie and Hans. Well, we can laugh now. Anyway, I digress. Perks, perks, perks. So, what are they? Number 1, flak. This perk reduces incoming damage from explosions by 15%. Clearly not enough to stop the craziest but most insatiable bunny boiler known to this well-travelled and versed man of lady leisure, but rather good for staying alive when the spam of grenades falls heavier than Sister Angelique's Sunday sermon spankings. Number 2, cover. Incoming suppression is reduced by 25%. Now this will definitely come in handy if you're the type of player who loves to sit a tad further back and lay down covering fire for his teammates. Number 3, quick regen. No, it doesn't grant extra stamina for your little fella after a beauty devours your wonder stick faster than Usain Bolt can run the 100 meters, but it decreases the time before your out of combat heal comes into effect by 20%. Number 4, quick unspot. Like the name suggests, this decreases the length of time that you are spotted by the enemy by a whopping 2 seconds. Number 5, bayonet training. We don't need to talk about this drivel. I said we don't need to talk about this drivel! Apparently I do have to talk about this drivel, but for the record, anyone using a bayonet charge is asking for a good old-fashioned round the bike sheds after school fisting. What do you mean that doesn't happen round the bike sheds? It happened to me! Bayonet charges now last longer and recovers more quickly. Number 6, hasty retreat. And not the kind I had to make from Bryony's boudoir, but it increases your maximum sprint speed by 10% while suppressed. Very handy for a quick escape. And finally, number 7, camouflage. When moving slowly or stationary, you are invisible to spot flares. Yes, ladies and gentlefolk, you heard that right. You'll be invisible to spot flares. My stealthy training from Ninja Master Hideo Hano Maeda Sukuyama will be proven. Thank you, Master. I shall honor your memory in blood. Now we move on to the class-specific perks. For the Assault, we have Juggernaut and Controlled Demolition. The latter allows a player to detonate each individual dynamite stick in sequential order. I'm not quite sure how useful this will be. Juggernaut is a little more interesting, however. While wearing your gas mask, you also reduce explosive damage by 15%, and it does stack with the flak perk, so you could reduce your explosive damage taken by 30%, and I'm okay with that. The medic has possibly the most interesting perks. Firstly, stimulant syringe. I have one of those, but mine is reserved when the lights go low and the wine does flow. This one gives both the medic and his revived comrade a 20% increase to speed for 8 seconds after a revive. It doesn't stack, but that's pretty hefty, and can hopefully allow those medics that actually play their role the opportunity to get in, revive, and get the hell out of there. Next up is concealed rescue. When a down squad mate drops within 20 meters of a medic, smoke will immediately cover their corpse. This perk does have a 40-second cooldown, but I don't understand how this is going to play out. If you have 5 medics and 20 soldiers drop within 20 meters, is it going to be insta fog of war? It's going to get smokier than cruising around town with Snoop Dogg. You get me, bitch? Ow! That's some good shit. That's some good shit. The Scout has Scapegoat, where a decoy is automatically deployed when struck below 35 health by a distant enemy, again on a cooldown of 30 seconds, but rather nifty. And he also has Perimeter Alarm, which basically alerts you when your trip mine is triggered. Any enemies within 15 meters are marked on the minimap. And last, but of course not least, my much beloved support class, bringing up the rear with more class and curvaceous cheek than all the contestants of the Miss Best Arse of 2017 is the support with Unbreakable, where incoming suppression is reduced by 75% when your bipod is deployed. Laser machine guns, here we come! And Pin Down, where the duration an enemy remains spotted is extended via suppression. Now you're probably thinking, whoa there, slow it down. I don't understand. But believe me when I say this is exciting stuff. It's adding extra depth to an already fantastic gunplay, and I can't wait to see how this will affect the coming battles ahead. If you want to peruse over the papers and look into this a little bit more, I have added a link in the description below for you to look over at your leisure. For now, I must retire into the arms of a woman, for this body and mine needs the soothing only God's greatest creation can provide. I expect you to tell me what you think about these new additions in the comments below, and if you'd like to like this video, it would mean more to this sensational scholar of sensual censorship than you could ever know. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. For more tips, tricks, profound nonsense, and all things Battlefield 1, I'm DRBC007, signing off. No, Mama, not the Turks!
Du bist verletzt. Ich kann dir helfen.